So students, I have already discussed in part 1 video the basic structure of the HTML, creating HTML document using Notepad editor, saving the HTML document and opening a HTML document using a browser window. So you can see here that this is my Notepad editor and I have already typed the text that I want to display in the web browser. So it begins with the HTML tag and it ends with the HTML tag. So it consists of two sections. First is the header section, and under the header section you will get the head tag. So inside the head tag you will see the title tag, and whatever you write inside the title tag, it will get displayed in the title bar of the browser window. And whatever text that you want to display in the web page, it should be written inside the opening body tag and closing body tag. So whatever the text that you can see here, I have specified all the text inside the opening and a closing body tag. So let us begin. Now the editor will not understand whether you are typing the text in the different line, whether you are giving the space in between the line or not. So before that, let me first save this document. So just click on the file, go to save as. Now make sure you should have a proper location where you want to save. I just want to save in the desktop so that I can get my browser easily. So click on the desktop, give a file name. Let me write down, suppose say class 8. So after the file name, you need to mention, it's very important that you need to mention the extension, that is .html. So if you don't mention the extension .html, it will be treated as a simple notepad file. So once you write .html after the file name, it is considered as a HTML document. Simply click on save button. Now let me minimize it. Now as I have already saved my HTML file in desktop, so I need to find it out where I have saved. Here it is here. So right now my default browser is Microsoft Edge. So you can use any of the browser like say Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Netscape Navigator. So I have used Microsoft Edge. So this is my browser. If you want to open the browser, simply double click on it. So this is the text that I have written in my editor. As I have said that editor will not understand whether you are writing the text in different line as shown here. So what the browser will show, the browser will display all the text in a single line. Now let us format all this text using different tags and the attributes that we have discussed in the video of part 2. So if you see at the taskbar below, so this is my source file, that is notepad, and this is my browser window. So at a time I will use a notepad and a browser window at the same time. So let me go to my notepad, and first let me start with the body tag. So I will specify some of the attributes of the body tag. First is bg color. Let bg color be yellow, and let me give the text means the color of the text, let it be blue. Now once you specify the properties of the tag, you need to save it. Go to the file, simply click on save, just save it. Now open your browser from the taskbar, and right now you cannot see any changes, so you have to click on the refresh button. So click on the refresh button. Now you can see the background color of the page change into yellow and the text into blue. Now let me go back. Now I want to apply the different heading levels that we have discussed from H1 to H6. So for this Techno India group, let me use the heading level as H1. This is the highest heading level. So this is the container tag, and I need to close it with the forward tag, because if I don't close it, all the text after that it will be of the same heading, that is H1. Now let me go to the next heading. Let me make it as a H2. As I close, now as I increase the heading section here, what you will see is the size of the text get decrease here. Let me close it, H3, and let it be H4. So there are 6 different headings from H1 to H6. So I am just using from H1 to H4. So I have made some changes here. So for that, again, I have to go to the file and click on save button here. Open your browser window and simply refresh it once again. Now you can see all of them here. In this part, I have used H1 tag, here H2, H3, and H4. So accordingly, the size of the text decreases. Next, I want to bring it at the center of my browser or a web page. So if you want to bring it at the center, you have to use a center tag here. Click on CENTER, center. Now center is a container tag and you need to close it, because if you don't close it, what will happen? All this text will appear at center. So let me show you how. Let me save it and refresh it. You can see all the text has come in the center. So I don't want all the text to be in the center. So you need to close the tag. So let me close the center tag here. Now again, just save it, open the browser window and just refresh it. You can see it has appeared on the center. Now next is, I just want to draw one small line here, means a horizontal line. So to draw the horizontal line, you have to use HR tag. So go to the file, click on save, just refresh it. You can see one horizontal line just below the address of the school. Now you can increase the thickness of this line, you can change the color. So you can use different attributes of the HR tag for this one. So let me use one attribute. First, its color. Let the color be, suppose say, green. And let me use a size. Size means thickness. Let the size be 6. Just go to the file. Sorry. Size is equal to 6 and color is equal to green. Go to the file, click on save. As this is an empty tag, so you don't need to close it. So click on the refresh button. You can see the thickness of the line got increased and the color is green. So these are the attributes, and you need to mention the proper attributes at a proper tag. Now next is, I just want to put this TIG page under the paragraph tag. So for that, you have to use P tag and let the size be of the H2 heading. Now make sure that I have used that has been applied at the last. So first I will close the H2 tag, then I will close the paragraph tag. So in this case, what you will see one space at the top and one space at the bottom. So go to the file, click on save, refresh it. So you can see the heading is H2 and there's a space at the top and below. Now next is, again I want to use one horizontal line. So simply I will just copy it and I will just paste it. I want to change the color, so let it be, suppose say, maroon. Now next I want to use this text. It is a unit on the Techno India group. As a heading, I want to mention it as 1 and I want to put it in the center. So center. Now as both of these are the container tag, so you have to close the tag, again close h1 tag. Just see it 1 second. Go to the file, click on save, open the browser window, just refresh it, so you can see one more line, and it is a unit under Techno India group of schools. It's in the center. So let me go to the editor once again. Now I just want to move this text. So if you want to move this text, you have to use a tag that is called marquee tag, MARQU. So it is a container tag, so you have to close this tag. So if you don't close this tag, what will happen? The rest of the tags or the text after that all will start moving. So I have used a marquee tag for Techno India group. Just see whether it is working or not. Go to the file, click on save, open it and refresh it. It's working. You can see the Techno India group. So let me increase the size. Let me use say h1 tag, and let me close the tag. Just go to the file, save it, open the browser and refresh it. Yes, the size has got increased. Now similarly, so you can use, now you are aware of all these tags, slowly and slowly you can use the tags and the attributes wherever you want. Suppose say edit undo. So let me give one more horizontal here, and let me give the color as white. Now you can see the facilities as at TIGP Siliguri. So here I want to give the H1 heading, and let me close the heading as H1. Now for all this I will use a heading as H2. So I'll be using the same heading to all of them. So I will directly close my H2 heading here. So go to the file, save, open the browser and simply sheet. So you can see there's some changes here, but still you can see the smart classroom, Atal Tinkery Lab, equipped, well-equipped lab, huge play, all of them are in a single line. So how will you bring it into the different line? For that you have to use one more tag. We call this as a BR tag, that is to break the line and display it in the next line. You can see here I have written all of these in a different line, but still the browser is showing all of them in a single line. So you have to use the BR tag after each and every text. Go to the file, click on save, simply refresh it. See, now you can see that all of them coming in a different line. Now I just want to show you one more attributes of the body tag that I have not used, that is the top margin. TOP, the top margin is equal to 100 and left margin again be 100. So I have used the top margin as 100 and left margin as 100 onto the body tag. So go to the file, click on save. Now you can see this Techno India group, it will start slightly below the top margin, and this text, that the paragraph, it will start slightly after the left margin, leaving some spaces there. So let me refresh it and just see the difference at top and left. See, you can see it has left some empty space here, but Techno, maybe something is wrong in the notepad. Let me check it. Top margin, oh, I forgot to give here equal sign. Go to file, save it and simply refresh it. You can see there are some empty or blank space at the top and at the left. So these are some of the attributes that we can use, the tags and attributes that we can use to format the web page. So I hope you have understood it, how to work with the tags and attributes. So this is all in this part 3 of HTML. So just follow the video, see the tags and attributes that I have discussed in the video of part 2, and do practice it at home. So this is all in today's video. Thank you, children.